In 2019, two humans play Warhammer 40,000 Conquest, and it's a living card game that officially ended in February 2017. My name is Tristan.
Hi, my name is Warren.
And I'm playing Necrons today.
And I'm playing Tau.
So I've got Anrakir, the Traveller. I've chosen him as my warlord. Who are you playing?
I'm playing Commander Shadow Sun.
Mm-hmm. You like this Tau warlord?
I do. It's got quite a cool reaction. I mean, after you've deployed it, you can just take an attachment either from your hand or from the discard pile or graveyard and put it onto an attached unit at that same planet.
We're going to see how effectively Warren uses that in this game. So we played this game a couple of weeks ago and are just very excited to put more of this content out there. Obviously, we're aware that Fantasy Flight Games' licensing contract with Games Workshop ended, and thus we don't play this game anymore, but we still do. So your first play is a Prometheum mine. What's going on there in your head?
Well, it's resources, obviously.
Clearly, I had the same plan.
It was quite an interesting game because, I mean, we both started off playing exactly the same thing, so we knew it was going to be resource intensive up front.
But then it's about how you spend those resources, right?
Absolutely.
And I learned in this game, it was so wonderful editing this video together, because you'll notice we cut out a lot of the think tank moments. So the moments either of us get stuck into, what am I going to do? Okay, and running that whole, what do they call that, being in the tank when you are stuck in that think tank. So I've cut a little bit of that out. So where you see the video jump, it's when we've taken too long to decide on things. But I have noticed that sometimes you want to play for cards as opposed to resources.
No, of course.
All right, so you hit up Planet 5 first.
Yeah, I think the main reason was just to get that technician down. So what it allows me to do is draw 6 cards, and then from those 6, pick either a drone or an attachment card, and then reveal it and add it to my hand. So it works nicely in conjunction with Shadow Sun's ability.
Oh yeah, of course.
And honestly, I mean, the reason I had the S cast at Planet 5 is just so I could potentially get some resources there, because he has one command icon.
And I see you sifting through those 6 cards there.
Yeah.
You found one. Oh, yes, and you have to show me.
Yes. It's the only disadvantage for it.
I suppose. But you told me this at the beginning of this game as well. That deck that you're playing with is like 60 cards or something.
Yeah.
It's abnormally large. Normally, the convention in playing Warhammer 40,000 Conquest is about 50.
Yeah.
I think the minimum is 50.
Yeah. And normally people stick to that just so you can get the cards that you want. I did put a lot of additional attachments in here because I wanted to try out the commander's ability.
It worked really well. So I played down Reanimating Warriors. I like these guys.
They're so annoying. I think literally I killed them and they moved across to every single planet.
So that's the wonderful thing they do. Instead of destroying them when they take damage that would kill them, they just scooch on over to the next planet. Don't you got stealth cadre down?
Yes. I mean, they're pretty much quite a stock standard units. They're Shadow Sun's, what do you call it? Loyal cards, the golden ones.
Oh yeah, his signature squad.
Signature squad, that's it. Yeah. So what's quite nice is you either can play them as a unit with a 2/2, or you can attach them to another unit and give them +2/2.
So they're versatile.
Yeah.
I get down these Mandragoran Immortals, which are one of the few Necron units that are ranged, and I suppose I'm sticking them there, I guess, to try be ready for the ranged attack. It's the only thing I thought I could do against Tau is like get my attacks in first.
Oh yeah.
And this is on the assumption that anyone watching this video has either played this game before or is interested enough to have read the rules. So we're not going to explain much about that.
Oh, we can.
But also we can. Is that that's the attachment you just picked up?
That is the same attachment, yeah.
Okay.
It was free, so it doesn't really cost me anything. What's nice is I was hoping your order would commit to that planet, and then with that attachment, I get a resource.
Oh, of course. And you also stuck a support card down there. What was that?
That's I don't know now what it's called. It's called the communications relay, and it's quite handy. Is whenever your opponent wants to use an ability against a unit that has an attachment, you can disregard it.
And then you go
exhausting the support.
On top of that, you then route that unit. Thanks. Very kind.
Sure, no problem.
So that's deception. Something I don't always take Tau to do. They don't seem like a deceiving faction.
True.
How did they just come back? Oh no, you.
I think I just changed my mind there. I originally wanted to remove the Necron warriors.
Oh, and you took the Immortals. I see.
Yes.
I see.
Yeah. Obviously, being a friendly game, you went back on that.
Oh yeah. So how does that card work? A deception?
Deception. So it's a deploy action. You get to return a target non-enemy army unit to the owner's hand.
Non-elite.
Non-elite, sorry, I said non-army.
To my hand. Oh, that's why. So it doesn't get routed. That's why I was like, where did the card go? Okay, straight back to my hand.
Yeah, so you essentially have to pay for the resources again to play it.
That's clever. Eat up your opponent's resources. Now I'm looking, we're about to, well, I've committed my warlord. There you go. And I don't think I go, yeah.
We both go to planet 3.
Yeah. And now this is the interesting thing is the earliest we can win is planet 5, current planet 5.
Yeah, based on the current layout of the planet's strategic icons.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're called strategic icons.
Yeah, I think they should be from
Let's
now on.
call them that.
No one's going to argue now that the game is officially done, technically. Which is the thing I like about this game is that it's a living card game that you no longer have to go and spend money buying cards on. You can buy all the cards now and be done. The collection is done.
Sure.
They aren't like printing new ones. Although there is a company that does them on the sly.
The unofficial ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think the logic there for me going to Planet 3 was to get resources. And I don't know if that was your same thought process. But
Probably.
we both just denied each other.
Yeah. I think what was important to me, what I was trying to do a lot in this game for the first time is how to use planet abilities. So I was very much wanting to do that.
Right.
So I think we'll see what happens. A battle has to happen at Planet 1 regardless of there being a warlord or not. You have initiative, so you go first.
And you
shield.
Yeah.
I just want them to see some action, these warriors.
Sure. And you then attack me back.
I think they only do 2 damage. What is the health in those?
2. So that we're going to die. I think I shield now as well. Yeah, I do.
Oh, you shield completely. You took a 2. Oh, no, okay. It's just a 1 shield. Everybody resets.
And then I kill you. Oh, he's just moved across to the next planet.
Yes. So I wasn't attacking at the same time. I see there. I thought I was going to just straight up die, but no, he just moves.
Yeah.
But you win the planet, and that's Eloith. And you get to search the top 3 cards of your deck for a card, and then you add that to your hand, and the rest of them go to the bottom of your deck. Look at you searching.
I don't recall what I actually ended up selecting.
It's really nice reflecting on this game, like watching it back and going, okay, I did this. Why did I do that? Oh, I should have seen this coming. This is very useful for us. Hopefully it's useful for someone else watching.
It's also nice to get insight into your opponent's thought process.
So we should have another game after this. What do you think? Look at you thinking. I wonder what you...
There's a lot that goes in your mind. So it's more around, the planet or the cards that I've potentially can select from. How will they benefit me? What planet abilities are there? I guess how you can get more resources, maximize it to the highest potential.
So much to juggle in this game. It can get very complex. Thinking.
Yeah. So I was very impressed with your little history there right up front.
What history?
You did some research around when it started
around
or when it was
Conquest.
discontinued. I was like,
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I just play.
Well, we struggled to find these cards, and then I realized it's because they discontinued the game, essentially. They stopped printing.
Oh, yeah.
In terms of the action on the board there, I see... So you retreated.
Yes.
You didn't even want to fight the warlord with the warlord.
There wasn't a point.
Yeah. So which means I got to use the planet ability and route a unit. The only unit left
Was the technician.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a good thing. I mean, I was currently getting the resource in that card from winning the command struggle at that planet. So now you obviously denied me there.
Fighting for the Traxxas sector. So a new planet gets revealed as we move along. And that's Karnath. Interesting. So if you trigger this, well, the battle ability of this one is that you get to trigger the battle ability of another planet. Always useful.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. But it's I find it's more useful if it's earlier on, planets 1 through to 4. I mean, this is planet 6 now. So by the end that stage in the game, there's only one other planet to pick.
Fair. So we get 4 new resources for the start of a new turn, and we also get one from our Promethean mine. Is that correct?
Yes, we do. Yeah, you can see they're draining resources. I think we ended up using all our resources for the Promethean mine, which is rare. I mean, we don't normally last that many turns.
I think it's because, like you said, this planets, you can't win this battle based on the planets that are out here that quickly. see I get the immortals down again. So you send them to my hand, and I have to bring them back again and pay money. A good 3 resources. Ooh.
Yeah, then I paid quite a chunky amount of resources for them. That's the assault squad, daring assault squad. What's quite nice about them is they have the AOE.
Okay, so you were already setting up that on the second planet, Farron, you were like, people are going to get here. I need to chow through them.
Well, yeah. Also, one of the biggest, I guess, logics or thought processes was the assault squad has a 3 HP. So your guys would attack first, seeing as you had initiative. So I wanted them to at least tank it and then be able to respond.
Got you. That's clever. After that, I got the Parian Eternals down. That's the signature squad of Unrakir, and then you get a Rogue Trader.
I got a Rogue Trader. Yeah. I think that was the card I picked up out of my hand using the previous planet's battle ability.
I see. So the interesting thing, you saw my fingers waggling there while we commit to planets now. The Parian Eternals only really get stronger if there are more of them in the discard pile. So this is Unrakir's thing, is his special abilities. He gets to deploy units straight from the discard pile. And I learned from looking back at this game and us going through it now that I've built Unrakir's deck a bit weirdly. Like he needs to have way more stuff dying so that you can start drawing from that deck. And having, just for example, the reanimating warriors is problematic because they stay alive. They don't die so that you can redeploy them.
Yeah, you mentioned that during the game.
I mean, I thought of it too late. All right, so we're doing some resources here. You win planet 1. I think you win planet 2 as well. Or did I?
I think it was a draw because they both have one command icon.
And then I go planet 3 and you go planet 4.
Yeah.
Very nice. So you get a card and a resource, and you got a resource there, and you got even more cards on planet 1. I think that was what served you so well, having a big deck full of attachments. Playing with Tau, you want to get more cards.
Absolutely. And then quite a few shields. So, for example, in this case, you have initiative and obviously need to shield against that.
But I only have one little lonely unit of warriors.
If I'm not mistaken, I think you go after the Fire Cadre there, or the Stealth Cadre, rather.
I suppose I'm trying to kill them off. They have the Black Sun filter attachment, don't they?
Yes.
Then you use the ability to ready them.
So I played this card for the Talva, which allows me to exhaust my Warlord and then ready each unit you control
with
which
an
has
attachment.
an attachment.
Okay.
And because I had initiative, I was able to attack first. Now that's 2 damage to your...
But don't I? I have initiative in this run.
But because my Warlord's on the planet,
that's
I
it.
go first.
Yeah. That always gets me. It's like I look at this little Aquila sign and I'm always like, okay, I have initiative. And then I forget, well, if the Warlord's not there,
Oh, yeah, I mean, there's so much to consider in this game. You're bound to slip up.
The one thing for someone who maybe doesn't know Necrons, because it's not in the core set, discard a
shield
extermination, which I remember thinking, I took a long time to decide that. It was 1 shield, and I could have used it to pretty much destroy anything with 3 HP at a planet.
Oh, yeah. But you were very focused on killing that South Cadre.
So it seems. And I don't think I would have had enough resources. I wasn't getting enough to pay for extermination. It's a 5 cost. It was pretty high.
Oh, wow, yeah. So I was more than happy to allow the South Cadre to die because every time I then subsequently played my Warlord,
you could bring them back.
Use them as an attachment.
So maybe that was not the greatest thing to have gone for. Either way, they instead of dying, they move over to the next planet.
Yep.
And then you get a Barless. Nice battle ability there.
Which is? Discard 1 card at random from your opponent's hand.
So already, I haven't been drawing as many cards as you, and now it's like, take some more.
No, I mean, it's completely random.
Ooh, what is that? Oh, that's a Mine Shackle Scarab.
That's actually pretty good. Don't you take control of them?
I enjoy that. I was planning on using it on your Daring Assault Squad.
Yes.
And that would have been nice. Alas. So then you now have a green icon and a blue icon.
Yes.
So not necessarily close to winning yet, but steps.
Yeah, you're getting closer. It's also just a morale victory.
Planet 2, no battle. Planet 3, there's a Warlord, and then I get to use the ability of Yvarn again, which says that each player puts a unit into play from his hand or her hand at their HQ. So I thought, I get my Venomous Fiend, but...
Yeah, it was actually super beneficial for me. I was able to play my broadside. And I mean, there are 6 resources. And your Fiend was 5.
Yep. So not actually the best move there. Should have thought, Tau units, they're going to have expensive units. Tau player, Tau faction.
Yeah. But I mean, it's always luck of the draw. I think the next game we played, that same card came up. I put down a unit with one resource.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So, it doesn't work out so well.
It doesn't always favor everyone.
Got a new planet coming out. Planum, I think that is. Yeah.
And its battle ability is?
Move a non-warlord unit you control to a planet of your choice. So now that could be your own or an enemy's.
Yes, actually, I didn't think about that.
I don't think we even got that far. Did we even get there? No.
No, I think we called it just before.
Because I think this is the interesting thing is I've just said, you've got a green and a blue. It's going to be a while till you get something. I think you literally get the next 2 or 3 planets that it's done. I suppose if you get 3, you're done. But I mean, we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens here. All right, so planet 1, we're looking at Ferrin. You've got the Daring Assault Squad down. I've got the Mandragoran Immortals and the Reanimating Warriors.
Yeah. And they have a 2 AoE, which is awesome. I think that already kills all your guys there.
Right now, they will.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I've computed that. Maybe that's why I'm shuffling those cards in my hand so much. I've thought of it. Maybe I haven't. Who knows?
And now you're checking your discard pile.
Again, this is the issue now. So I wanted to use Unrakir's so badly. I wanted to use his ability. I even checked your deck, but you were very good about keeping units out of your deck.
It wasn't intentional. I must say,
I
it just kind of happened.
And I wasn't getting any in the discard pile because my Reanimating Warriors weren't dying. All right,
there we go. Yeah, add the Godwin Pattern Bolter, which just gives the Assault Squad a +1/1. Which is nice. And it could get to ignore the flying keyword, but I don't think that came up in this game.
No, I don't think I was playing with any flying Necron units.
Oh, and then you add another unit.
So all I'm thinking here is you've got initiative. I need to try get some shots in before the first turn of actual combat starts.
Oh, right. These Immortals have ranged. Hey, okay, yes.
That's why I like them in my deck. There, that support card of yours just sitting pretty. Very annoying. Oh, we get some flayed ones down.
Did they feature much in this game? No?
They didn't. I didn't play them so well, and they're actually the best kind of unit to use with Unrakir because when you attack with them, when you declare them as an attacker, you have to discard the top 3 cards of your deck. So there you're putting cards into your discard pile, which is what serves Unrakir well.
But they don't have a command icon, so you weren't really denying me any sort of resources there.
Unfortunately.
That Void Pirate.
I suppose I was looking forward to some battle. I guess I was figuring if you won the next 3 planets straight up, you'd win.
Oh, right. So you're planning ahead. Okay. And then we both
go to planet 1. So the only thing working for me now, bringing in that expensive unit we played from our hand, is that it has an ability. If you look at the Necron dial, which I don't think I changed. I should have changed it already. And now that's, again, thank goodness for a friendly game. Yes. That you were happy to do that. Usually that Necron dial you have to change to your enslavement faction so that you can play a unit from another thing. I see you attach your...
Yes, so as part of my ability, after putting the Warlord down, I was able to put an attachment. And because Shadow Sun's Stealth Cadre can be added as an attachment, I went ahead and added it to the broadside. And they have a nice ability which gives them an AoE. So also 2+ AoE. So now I have 2 units with 2 AoE.
Scary stuff. So there I'm trying to figure out the Venomous Fiend, and you just go and use that support to go, never mind. Oh, no, wait. No, do you? We're talking about it. I can't remember what the final outcome was. But the Venomous Fiend has a reaction. If you move it to a planet, you deal X amount of damage to a target enemy unit at the planet. X is the number of command icons. So obviously I targeted the unit with the most command icons. I think that broadside has 3.
Yeah, it does. And then I just use the comms relay to negate that effect. So it negates any effect on a unit that has an attachment.
Correct. So unlucky for me. That was the only thing I had going for me there.
Yeah. So what I've luckily for me, I had picked up that card twice. Is the for the Tauva, which allows me to again, exhaust
your warlord,
exhaust my warlord, and ready every single non-warlord unit or army unit at that planet that has an attachment. So I was able to ready my broadside.
And now it's shooting for something stupid.
It's got 4 damage, but because of its attachment, it has a +2. So it's 6 damage, 8 health, but I was mainly focused on the AoE.
Yeah, the area effect of 2.
Yeah. So that's two AoEs. I think you still have ranged.
So I'm trying to think now. What is the best tactic here?
And you can see my hand is face up there.
Oh my gosh! I remember you saying that in the game that I didn't even see.
Yeah. Yeah, it was quite a powerful unit. It's a 6/8 with that attachment. Yeah, so it's a 4/4 and a 6/8 that you're fighting there. But then you have so many more units.
I don't know, actually. We've got I've got one more unit than you do. So you've got 3 units in your Warlord. I've got 4 in the Warlord.
Yeah, but come on, you can't really count the Technician as a unit.
So now I'm thinking here, okay, I've got 4 damage to do.
Okay, there. So you attacked for 3 or...
For 2.
For 2, and then I shielded 1.
And there you shield again, so I'm just short of killing that Daring Assault Squad.
Yeah.
And now here comes the hurt.
I think... Yeah, I thought I reversed that last shield because they weren't going to die. I originally thought... Sorry. At face value, they have 3 hit points, but because of the attachment, they've got 4. So I actually reversed that decision.
Oh, there we go. I see. That's why there's 3 damage on him now.
Yeah. But now I've exhausted him to deal 2 damage to each unit on the planet.
And this is us. We got so excited to do the battle, we forgot to do the command struggle. But then we just quickly sorted out. So anyway, now everything dies, except for the reanimating warrior because he's meant to move. So there, you'll notice the camera, we learned this now. The camera kind of does this thing where it ends at 24, 25 minutes, and we notice it at about 28-ish minutes. So there's a little bit of a moment there you can see now the Necron squad has been destroyed. The Warlord and the Venomous Fiend have retreated. There's a lot of damage on them from the AoE.
Yeah.
But you can pretty much work out the outcome of that battle. So you get that planet.
Yes.
So you now have a green, a red, and a blue.
And then I was able to route a target non-warlord unit. So I routed your reanimating warriors.
Very clever.
The reason for that is I think it's because they had the highest attack value of the 2 units on
Oh, yeah. Because the Pariah and Eternals are really weak until they're more in the discard pile.
Exactly. And by doing so, if they're in your HQ, they enter the planet exhausted.
Indeed. It's such a good thing. This day that we played this game, you were very much on point about remembering when something is exhausted and when it is ready.
Yes, yeah. And then we're taking our second last resource from the Promethean mine.
What are we sitting on now? 8. I've got 8 on my HQ there.
I laid them out nicely.
Yeah, excuse us.
Yeah,
okay, it's
I
8
also
and 8.
had 8. Yeah.
And it's now just about how to spend them, really. I've learned to do this thing where I separate what I want to spend them on, so that I can math good.
Well, it makes sense, but you got to be aware if you have a very observant opponent, they may okay, so he's going to spend 4 resources on either a 1/3 or 2/2 or 4.
Correct. I don't know why I keep checking your discard pile, in the hope that there might be a unit there.
Well, there was, but the stealth cadre got pulled out because of my ability.
Correct. And I haven't killed the assault squad. See, this is the thing. You've got to kill units to have them in the discard pile,
yes,
Tristan.
Exactly. And then you would have had to change your domination faction to either Tau or Space Marine, and then you probably wouldn't have been able to attack with the Chaos Demon.
Ah, correct.
So I guess there's quite a few things to think about.
So I bring out some more Immortals. I think
that came from your
discard pile because of Unrecare's ability.
Oh, nice.
So this is the interesting thing is your hand, I suppose, after the game, what you played was just so much more substantial than mine.
Oh, yeah. I think it's just right up front. I picked up a lot more attachments. I was sieving through my cards to find them.
Oh,
yeah. So what are this? It's a strike team. They're actually pretty good. So they get their special abilities. They get +1 attack for each attachment on them. So this works extremely well in combination with Shadow Sun's ability. You'll see later on they get pretty buffed up.
Everything. They were playing the Tau really well this day. So you can see 2 of your units in your HQ already have attachments, which is wonderful. So now I'll bring out some more reanimating warriors. Now, maybe this is a bit boring. It's like the same units keep coming out.
I was just luck of the draw, I guess.
I suppose. And I'm trying to make my resources go as far as possible, I suppose.
We're supposing and guessing a lot here.
That's what the game's about. Okay,
Yeah,
first
so
attachment.
This is awesome. So I spent 1 resource to attach an iron rifle. Now it gives the wearer or user a +3 attack, and because of the strike team special ability, they get plus an additional attack. So now they're sitting at 5/5.
Wowee. Now I've got initiative, which means nothing against a 5/5.
I suppose.
I am thinking about committing my warlord already. Oh, not already. I was late. All right. You hit to 1, I hit to 2.
1. Yeah, okay. Interesting.
I wonder why.
Yeah, I would have... Okay. Well.
What's the ability of Aatrox Prime? Deal 1 damage to each enemy unit at a target HQ or adjacent planet.
I think you ended up winning this.
The what?
Mistaken. This planet.
The first one? I doubt it.
Okay.
Okay, Black Sun Filter comes back out.
Yeah. So I think what we're arguing here is, so the Black Sun Filter gives you the ability, if your enemy warlord's committed to that planet, I gain 1 resource. We were arguing whether I could attach it to the rogue or the rogue trader and get that resource because you've committed to the same planet. But it's after the fact, because the commitment happens prior to the planet's warlord abilities.
Correct.
The warlord's abilities happening.
So see, we resolved that and you decided, well, let me just stick it on the person that needs more attachments.
Exactly. So now they have a 6/5.
Wow. Oh, it's deathly. All right, so then the Venomous Fiend, I'm like, oh, maybe he should just do some damage. And you go, psych, I will use this. Now, planning ahead, I just read the Aatrox Prime battle ability. If I can win that planet, the thinking here is to do 1 damage to all of your units once they get back to your HQ from planet 1.
Exactly.
And now that I've made you use that support.
Oh, that was sneaky. So actually, just looking back at it, I probably wouldn't have been legally allowed to play that because the rogue trader doesn't have an attachment.
Ah.
So I didn't realize at the time. So it wouldn't have been exhausted, and the rogue pirate would have, or the rogue trader rather, would have been dead. Not that it did anything.
Yeah. And when we would have gotten to that point, you just wouldn't have done 1 damage to everything.
Yeah. Okay, there we go. So now you finally kill the Daring Assault Squad.
In the hopes that I can use them, like, in the next round, I suppose. And then here comes death.
Yeah, so I just exhaust the 6/5, which then kills the warriors. I mean, there's no chance of you blocking 4 additional damage or 5.
Not even the biggest shield card. Yeah. 1 little damage from the Pariah Eternals.
Yeah, so you're shooting. Now I'm debating whether to use one of my cards as a shield or not. Because, I mean, it's just the technician, but it's always nice to have a unit to soak up damage.
Yeah. And you've got so many cards in your hand, I suppose you're like, well, I can sacrifice the shield.
No,
and then you're like, nah.
I do allow him to die.
And the Warlord kills the Pariah Eternals.
Yeah.
Then everything resets for another round of combat. Each player has the opportunity to retreat, should they wish. That means no way you'd need to.
Just sorting out all the attachments for him. So you have initiative. You're deciding whether to retreat or not.
Yeah, but I hope I don't. I can't remember what we did here. But I'm ranged as well. Not that it means anything because I have initiative. No, I don't have initiative because you have a warlord there.
No, but you have range, so you would still attack first.
Got you.
So you do attack.
And you shield it, I'm sure.
No, I think the guys can take damage. I mean, there's 5 health for the one. The warlord's got 7, and the broadside has 8, I think.
Yeah. Oh, yes, you did say, yeah.
So now I'm debating whether to use the shield or not. But I think the shield card I was debating over is called fallback. So I was saving it. If you had to kill one of my elite units, I could bring it back to my other hand or HQ. I think it's HQ rather than it being just discarded. And then I just go and kill him for 6 damage.
So much of firepower.
Yeah.
Poor little immortals. Not as immortal as they thought.
Well, those were rather your... Oh, they are immortal. Sorry. I was thinking of the reanimating warriors.
We see them so often.
Yeah.
So now you get to choose whether you want to use the battle ability of the planet you just won, where your warlord was at. And I think you choose not to in this case, hey?
This allows each player to put a unit into play from his or her hand.
We used this previously, right? So we used this ability. That's how you got your broadside down. And now I think, you can see you choose not to.
Yes, yeah, because I didn't have anything decent in my hand, and I didn't know what you had.
I think I was sitting with maybe a Lich card. Those are the highest.
Hmm.
It was possibly in there.
Yeah, and then he just dies. But he would have been dead anyway if we just realized that I used the support incorrectly.
And here, you would have been able to use the support to stop damage being put onto your attached units. It would have just gone to your Warlord.
Exactly.
So we learn things.
Oh, hang on. I did damage everyone.
Yeah, so in this case, because we mistakenly used that support card when we shouldn't have. Cool, so then the Warlord gears away from that planet, but everyone else is there, and they ready as they move up to become Planet 1.
Yeah.
Hopefully. There we go. And we've only got these 3 planets. So the game is in a winning condition at Planet 1 now for you.
Yes. Yeah, so I have 2 reds. And 2 greens. And 2 blues. Actually, literally have...
pretty much. This was it. And I remember this game afterwards thinking, why did I not compute that Planet 1 was it? I should have committed everything there.
Oh, yeah.
So we jump here again just to miss some of the thinking, generally.
So now look at the resources. I have 9 and you have, 10 there? Almost.
369 as well.
9 as well.
So we were keeping pretty even, I think.
Yeah,
but now you've done more attachments to that unit.
Yes. So this is another Black Sun filter. It wasn't really going to gain him any buffs apart from the +1 attack. So what is he sitting at now? I think it's 7.6 or 7.5.
That is insane, actually.
Because it's 3, 4, 5, 6. So plus, so it's 7.5.
So I deploy from the graveyard there again, or from the discard pile to get my ranged attack in, because you've got initiative this round. So you're going to drop some AoE right off the bat, and then everything's dead.
Looking back at it now, I probably would have committed everything to Planet 2.
Oh, really? How come?
Well, I mean, if I go in now, I have initiative, but all your guys are readied already.
Oh, I see. And you'd come in exhausted. That's
exactly.
a good point.
So that takes so much damage beforehand. I'd rather go to another planet, you win this one, and then when you do come back, actually, I think that is what happens, actually.
Maybe that is, okay. Yeah, good point. Because this is why this game was longer than we initially thought.
Yeah. I mean, just looking at it now, there's no way I'd commit to Planet 1 because it's just not feasible.
And I think that's exactly it. I think that's then my mistake is I think you're going to commit everything to Planet 1 because you can win there.
Yeah.
But you're like, it's the same planet in the next one over.
Exactly.
I might as well get ready there. And again, that's that really clever play in Warhammer 40k Conquest of readying units and exhausting them.
Yeah.
So here, the vital, detrimental mistake of the Necrons. Here we go. You go to Planet 2, I go to Planet 1. I should not have committed everything there because this is the game, essentially. Lost. Yeah. Looks pretty, though.
Yeah, well, it's a lot of units on the board.
So then I think, yay, I'm going to deal 1 damage to everything. And you just go, everything that has an attachment says no.
Yeah.
However,
I think I shield.
We did that sooner because, again, we got too excited at the end of the game. We haven't even done command struggles.
Yeah.
And suddenly I'm like remembering, oh, yeah, we have to do that because then you have to use your attachment ability, which would mean you could attach it to your Warlord, which means he would also not get 1 damage.
Exactly. Yeah, so now I'm searching for an attachment. There we go.
Easy game.
So I bring out the pattern bolter again, attached to the Warlord, as you say, then no damage is dealt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There is the command struggle done. Okay, now do the 1 damage. Okay, psych, it doesn't happen.
Yeah.
And now everybody comes back exhausted. This is the bad move right here.
Yeah. You played a lot of units. I mean, if you had a couple of those in the discard pile, so you had maybe been a little bit more aggressive up front.
Yeah.
They would have kept coming back with Unrikir's ability.
Maybe that's the thing. Maybe it's about playing really expensive units up front, killing them with Unrikir's ability to bring them back.
Oh, yeah, because you don't have to pay for them again.
No, you do. You still have to pay for them.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah. That's a good point. I suppose then it doesn't matter. But at least you bring back the same killy unit.
Yeah. So see, there we go. That's the same logic I was thinking about now. Now I'm on Planet 2, readied. All your guys will come into Planet... Well, now it's Planet
exhausted.
1.
Yeah.
They'll come in exhausted. And even though you have initiative, your guys can't attack.
You also have saved a buttload of resources from the previous round. Because I remember looking at you going, why is he not playing a lot of stuff? And look, now you're all ready to just commit to Planet One.
Honestly, I didn't think I had anything to play. That was the problem. I see your Promethean mind's just sitting there.
Yeah, it should have gone away, and it has not.
What's an interesting thought? Let me actually just read this card. Does it get exhausted? No, so it doesn't. Or it doesn't go into the discard pile. So it's you keep it there as a support.
Oh,
and I know for some armies having more supports is actually helpful.
Okay, well, then it makes sense. So I get down the Lich Guard as I think my only unit of ready defense. Nice unit. It's an elite soldier. And while I have 6 or more units in my discard pile, again, something I should be doing with Unrikir, he gets plus 4 HP.
Which is insane, because then it's a 210.
Yeah.
They're so tanky. I think they've got more health than a monolith now.
Yes, that's true. I think a monolith is 8.
Yeah. So you needed those discarded units.
I did. I'm just looking at it now, and it looks so... It's sad. As exciting as it looks to have this huge army in my HQ, I'm like, oh, it's in my HQ. You don't want that, actually. And then you're like, oh, is it?
Yeah, then I go ahead and play this heavy marker drone, which allows me to do double damage to the attached units. So I think I attached to one of your guys in the HQ.
That Praetorian Ancient, which I don't know if we spoke about in the previous round, having deployed it. Again, a really nice unit that links well with Unrikir.
Yeah. And we missed it now as well, but I played a marksman, which just gives me one damage for ranged, which is quite nice. Then I went just for flavor's sake, added an elite fire warrior.
Can't be too cautious.
Which is quite nice because their interruptibility is when an enemy unit would declare an attack against a unit you control at this planet, you declare this unit as the defender instead. So they just soak up damage. I mean, they have five health, which allows you to soak up 5 damage, which is awesome. And that was just a fail safe, so you couldn't kill the 2 AoE guys.
I think unless there was something viciously exciting in my hand, or even if I had resources, I think if there was a judge watching this game, if it was in any way more official than 2 guys playing in their dining room, we would have called this game. I think I was still what's the word? Optimistic. Yeah.
I don't know. Look, you have a large army. Thinking about it, if you don't go through all the math and everything up front, there's a high chance or probability that a lot of your units survive, and then you can just retaliate. But with my two AoE,
yeah, that would have wrecked. I see there's 2 units I need to have exhausted there: the Parian Eternals and the Praetorian Ancients. I think they get there.
So you try to use your ability, the demon's ability.
Oh yeah. And you just negate it.
Yeah.
And everything has an attachment.
No, except for the marksman. So you could have killed him.
But I didn't do it on the marksman. I did it on something with an attachment because it has to be a unit with the command icon.
Yes, exactly. So just looking at this. So the elite fire warriors didn't have a command icon, and the marksman does have 1 command icon. So it wouldn't have killed him. It would have done 1 damage.
There's a lot of pointing happening.
Yeah,
counting. I love. It's so funny when you can't hear what the people are saying, the players are saying, and you just have to read the hands and the gestures. What are they saying? What are they thinking? All right, what's that card that you just discarded?
I think it's called Montcar, but I played this a couple times while we were playing the game and kept taking it back because it wasn't quite working. It's a combat action, and what I get to do is exhaust each readied soldier unit you control at a target planet and deal that damage equal to their printed attack value to an enemy unit. So I kept wanting to use it with the buffed warriors. What are they called? The strike team, because I mean that's 7 damage directly to anyone.
Right.
And if I could target Unrikir, that'd be great.
Yeah.
But if their printed value is 1.
I see. Oh, and that was it. It was working out attack value versus printed value.
Yes.
I see. Because you had buffed them so much.
Yeah.
Got you.
Exactly.
All right, so here we go. I've got initiative, but that's not mattering because you're doing ranged first.
Yes.
So I shield it with the phylactery, I think that was.
And you retreated your warlord.
See, again, that was really silly because this is the last battle. Just put him there until he gets bloodied. Then at least he can whack for 2, maybe make you a bit nervous and attack your warlord, which I wouldn't do because it would have to fall on your strike team, wouldn't it?
True, exactly. Yeah. So I exhausted my ranged marksman for 1 damage to your warlord. Then you retreated. Then we started the round post ranged, and then you attacked first. I'm busy reading up on rules now. I don't know what. So the only readied unit you have there is your Praetorians. No,
Lich Guard.
The Lich Guard, that's it.
He just took 2 damage.
Oh, it's from the AoE.
This is where all the damage comes in now.
Yeah. I think we're actually at the point where we're calculating damage on everyone.
Oh, and I think I'm deciding whether to shield the Venomous Fiend or not. We were reading, it had something, I want to say mobile, but no. Okay, so he does die.
Yeah.
And then everything else will die.
2 damage, and then those reanimating warriors just move across. Yeah.
How's it we're just checking out Planum today?
Yeah. See, if I still had the Daring Warriors, that would have been another 2 AoE to everyone.
Destruction.
So there's a 7 damage coming. Oh yeah, so we're discussing that he took double damage
He
because
should
of
have.
the marker drone.
Correct. So he
So
would have
then
actually
you shielded.
died. Oh, I see.
You actually did a big shield there. You shielded for 3 because it was 4 damage. And it's probably one of those relic items.
Yeah.
And now we're just going through the...
I think the realization is setting in, for me at least.
Yeah, so 2 damage onto
It has to go
the
to
strike team, yeah.
And you shield one. Rude.
I'm trying to think of the logic behind that. I might reverse that now because he's got 5 health. The average attack value is 2, so he'll only survive 3 rounds of attacks. If I shield 1, I'll have to shield another one in order for him to survive a 4th round.
That is some arithmetic right there.
Yeah.
So I used another extermination to shield, and I'm going, if I had the resources to play that, I would have minus 3 HP from every non-elite unit at that planet. And I'm pretty sure the broadside is the only elite there.
I think you're right.
Welcome to South Africa. Hardy Dars in the background.
So you are absolutely right. Every other unit there would have taken 3 damage.
Very silly play. But cool. Here, the shots are fired. Things start whittling. We start resetting. And I'm pretty sure in the moment I probably said, does anyone want to retreat? Would you like to retreat?
It's only courteous.
Because if that warlord of mine was there and he took 2 AoE damage, he would have still been alive.
Yes.
Could have still swung again. And even if he got bloodied, so what?
So I would have, if he was there, had used I keep mixing up the names here, but I would have used the strike team to have done 7 damage to him.
Oh, I see. Straight up bloody him immediately.
Yeah, exactly. So that's 4 damage on top of the 3, and you can shield
3
of
max.
that 7.
Yeah,
exactly. There the sniper went, or the marksman, with his ranged attack. Then you attack back, takes 2 damage, and
that's
good game.
Nice one. So if you like watching more of these videos, let us know in the comments below, and we'll try. There's another one of these coming out soon. Tau win. Woo, congrats.
Thank you.
Okay, bye.
Cheers.